Ever since Bugatti cracked that 300 mile per hour limit, I've been wondering what's next. Better yet, who's next? So today, we're gonna talk about the cars that have the potential to hit 300 miles per hour. And we're gonna start with the one that actually done it, the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. And that was the longest name on today's list. Jeez. The 300 Plus, yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it from here on. We all know the Chiron at this point in the game. It's been around since 2016. The 300 Plus is its long tail variant. The car quad turbo W16 makes 1578 horsepower, and this top speed is limited to 270 plus miles per hour. But Bugatti says you can bring your car to their test facility to reach that 300 miles per hour, so there's always that. Next up, we have the SSC Territory. The Territory has a 5.9 liter V8 making 1,750 horsepower on E85 fuel. This is the most powerful and the lightest car on today's list, but is it the fastest? Well, that remains to be seen. This car has been in development for over 9 years and we still know very little about it. They've recently given us an interior update, so now we know what the interior of the car will look like and how the technology from the old original concept to the current concept has developed, and they still claim this car is capable of doing 300 miles per hour, but that remains to be seen. Hopefully this car comes out sooner rather than later. Moving forward, we have the Hennessy Venom F5. The F5 has 1,600 horsepower and is 2,950 pounds, which makes it extremely light for a car with this much power. The power to weight ratio, I'm sure, is pretty crazy, but I don't have the math skills to figure it out or understand it. But just know this car is quite capable if you listen to Hennessy and what they have to say about it. They claim the F5 can hit 180 miles per hour in 10 seconds, and also claim that it would shatter all the records that Agera set a few years back. Now, Hennessy has been thirsty for the top spot since Koenigsegg snatched it away from them a few years ago. And they're banking on the Venom F5 to put the crown back atop of their heads. And finally, we have the Jesko Absolute, the fastest production car Koenigsegg says they will ever produce. The Absolute has 1,600 horsepower on E85 ethanol blend, and Koenigsegg's developed 9-speed multi-clutch. This car has a theoretical top speed of 330 miles per hour, and I don't say that as if this car is actually capable of that. I say that because if I don't, people are gonna tear my head off. It remains to be seen if that Koenigsegg Absolute can hit those speeds, but if it comes anywhere close to those numbers, this will probably be the absolute fastest car ever. Puns are always intended on this channel. Now, that completes the list of potential cars that are chasing that 300 miles per hour. Now you're probably wondering about other manufacturers like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, etc. Well, Lamborghini and Porsche and Bugatti are all owned by the same company, all owned by the Porsche family. So the likelihood of you seeing a car faster than the Bugatti from either Lamborghini or Porsche is slim to none. If you want a supercar, you go to Lamborghini. If you want a sports car and an occasional hypercar, you go to Porsche. If you want a luxurious, crazy hypercar, then you got Bugatti. And they're not gonna cut off their own nose just to have a fast version of a Lamborghini that would compete against Bugatti. It just isn't gonna happen. Now, I don't know what Ferrari has planned. I don't know if they'll ever try to get to 300 miles per hour. I don't even think that's a goal for them. We still don't know what the LaFerrari successor will be, but their next affordable hypercar, I guess you could say, the SF90 Stradale, will only have a top speed of 211 miles per hour, so well off of the chase for 300. And then there is Aston Martin with the Valkyrie. I believe the top speed for that will be 250 miles per hour. I think there was like a rumor back in the day before the car was even shown that it was going for that 300 miles per hour, but I don't think that was actually the case. And then there's the AMG Project One. Some people might believe that car is a lot faster than it is, but I'm sorry, the top speed for that will be 211 miles per hour. They're going to be anywhere close to those mega car numbers, even though when you first heard about the Project One, you thought they would at least be chasing 250, but that's not the case. And then there's the McLaren Speedtail, which will be the fastest McLaren ever when it releases, but its top speed will also be 250 miles per hour, barely edging out the legendary F1. And then there's some of the other in the middle car manufacturers who are working on hybrid cars and electric cars. Their top speeds are also around 250 miles per hour. There are no other players in the 300 field that I know of, but things can change. At the date of this video, in the beginning of June 2020, anything is possible. There could be another car chasing 300 announced tomorrow. And then there's also, before I forget, the Tesla Roadster. That car was delayed. Elon Musk said when it was announced in 2017 that it would be the fastest car ever, and then Bugatti basically blew the game up with that 304 miles per hour. So I don't know if that's going to be the case anymore. That car is delayed, and from what I can see from most of the sources online, top speed for that is also going to be 250 miles per hour. So yeah, the race for 300 is basically over. Bugatti won it, but that doesn't mean that they won't be the only ones going for 300 miles per hour. There's a few cars out there, and it's getting pretty excited. I can't wait to see some of these cars finally hit the road after years and years of rumors and years of development. And I'm going to end this video right here. So if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you want to see what I got planned next, come see what I got planned next. Got a lot of stuff for this channel. Really want you guys to be there with me, and that said, I'll catch you later.